I want to say thank you so much for coming. I dream to be in a movie. Yeah, I'm not a professional actress yet, but I'm definitely a great entertainer.
What's going on here? Is she getting into character?
Мне страшно с тобой встречаться. Страшнее тебя не встречать.
Oh, yeah, I think we should just eat dinner. It's starting to get pretty late here. Josh, what the heck, man? You said she wasn't going to be monologuing tonight. Is this how every dinner's going to go? As you can see, I'm continuing to trudge my way through 90 Day The Single Life, and it's going. It blows my mind that people on this show still think a route to a successful acting career is through 90 Day Fiancé. If anybody from this show is ever able to break into Hollywood, I will be absolutely shocked. Certainly none of this will ever stop Natalie from trying, though. I tried looking up what her actual job is, but it just says she's an actor and model. How many actors and models can there possibly be? That's everybody on this show. It's the same with Rob the Knob. Everybody's running around calling themselves an actor and model. I don't know about that. Like, can you really call yourself an actor if the extent of your acting career is reciting a few lines from Breaking Bad in the mirror while you're waiting for your Hot Pocket to heat up in the microwave? You're not an actor just because you make a few Instagram posts. That's just called that's just called living. Not only do I not believe that Rob is an actor, but I refuse to believe he's ever even sat through a movie. Anyway, though, let's get back to the subject of today's video, which is Natalie. For now, at least. I don't know, we'll see what happens. It's interesting to see how much public opinion on her has shifted drastically from when she first appeared on the show. Pretty much everyone seems to agree now that she's a very difficult person and kind of immature and delusional about certain things. To me, it seems like she's searching for this perfect person that doesn't exist, and right now she's convinced herself that's Josh. Even in the beginning of their relationship, things were pretty weird. I could be getting some of the details wrong, but I'm pretty sure on their very first weekend away together, before they even considered themselves to be a couple, Natalie was very upset at Josh because he was too busy for her and not paying enough attention to her and not showing enough signs that he was committed to her.
Oh, you're still here? You're busy. I thought you left. Oh my God.
I mean, I have to go.
I really like Josh, and I just hoped that this trip would bring us closer. And I was hoping we would talk about his commitment, kids, us.
If you were staring at him like this, I'm not surprised he was too afraid to bring it up. I don't know what she's expecting from him. I don't know if she knows what she's expecting from him. And she also seems to be upset that he's busy and has to go to work. And I think part of that may be coming from the fact that she doesn't have her own career going right now.
I don't know what's going on right now.
Josh, I come here, you sleep with me, and after you tell me, bye! Okay, go.
I have to go to...
I do have to go to work. You know that, right? That people work, that I have to go do stuff. Josh, you lied to me. You told me you got a full-time job as an Instagram filter. Look, I thought you were like a Bitcoin investor or something. I didn't realize you actually had to go do stuff. I'm looking for the kind of guy that I can just roll up into a little ball and put in my pocket. Seriously though, what does she expect him to do? Take her to work? Is this take your fiance to work? Actually, they're not even engaged. Is this take your girlfriend? They're not even dating. Is this take the person you just had sex with to work day?
I'm in a different country. I don't have work. I'm still married. I do this for you.
Wait a minute, so you're telling me she took some free time out of all her free time to get a free vacation with this guy? Wow, she really has sacrificed a lot for this relationship.
For you.
I don't know why she's bringing up the fact that she lives in a different country and she doesn't have work and she's still married, because those are all choices she made. She didn't even move here for Josh. She was married to somebody else. I genuinely have no idea why she got so fired up about this, or why she feels like she's the one who has a right to be upset.
And you don't even have time for me. Go.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
It seems as though Josh is going to have to look into getting a time turner if he's going to be in a relationship with Natalie. I'm not surprised that she's been married 3 times already. I think she has unrealistically high expectations, and I'm starting to get concerned that she's treading into Darcey territory. I give it a few more years.
I care for you.
Still not work with me.
I'm gonna give you some time to cool off.
Oh, please.
Okay.
Bye.
I'll text you later if you don't block me. Okay.
This shit will not work with me. All this being nice and trying to be calm and understanding. Look, I'm not really being that unclear. I want you to pay attention to me every second of every day unless I say otherwise or think otherwise. But also, I kind of need you to make a lot of money so that you can keep supporting both of us and I can continue to recite Shakespeare at our dinner parties.
Listen, he could buy me a ticket now and say come with me. Couldn't he? He has plenty of millions.
I don't know why he'd want to anymore.
These beautiful girls who travel with him. I don't understand.
Alright, so let me get this straight. She's upset that he's returning to his normal life and going back to work and just not bringing her with him permanently to live together when they just started dating and went on vacation for the first time together just for a weekend. I guess in her mind it's like, okay, well, we went on vacation together. Now it's the part where I follow you around forever and do everything that you do all the time. Honestly, after this point, it's kind of on Josh because he stays with her despite all of these red flags. He's even considering looking for an apartment for them together, and he also tries to help her get a job, which does not go well. His cousin is a chiropractor or works for a chiropractor or something, and they're looking to hire a receptionist. And I guess Natalie thinks because she already kind of knows him, she doesn't have to do anything.
You wouldn't happen to have a resume, would you?
I do have, but it's in Ukrainian language.
Learn your English.
Yeah, I need to brush up on my Ukrainian.
Yeah, you really do need to do that because it's quite unprofessional to be this unprepared for a job interview. Shame on you, sir. Seriously though, I don't understand why she wouldn't just bring a resume in English. Am I missing something, or is it really that hard to just translate it? Even if you don't speak the language fluently, which she does, you can still use the internet to figure that out, I'm assuming.
Because it's my first ever interview in America. So.
Okay.
All right, and that's a whole other thing is now she's admitting it's her first ever interview in America and she's been here for years at this point. I would love to see a spin-off series of Paul and Natalie just running around job hunting.
But what about customer service, answering phones?
Answering phones, mails,
what
cooperating.
What job would that have been?
And you don't even have time for me.
You know what's funny is I guess Josh knows somebody in the film industry and they were talking about offering her a role in some horror movie, and I could definitely see that. I'm surprised that nobody's ever tried to remake Misery or do a modernized version of that like they did with Disturbia and Rear Window. All right, now I'm getting off topic and I'm just putting horrible ideas out there. Let's just move on.
What job would that have been?
Wait a second.
So then I guess she completely forgets what job she had that pertains to being a receptionist. I mean, can't she just use the resume for reference unless she just wrote nothing on there or nothing useful anyway? Hey, I'm really sorry I'm late to the interview. That's my bad, but here's my resume. The only thing is I wrote the whole thing in Elvish from Tolkien's Middle-earth, and most of it's plagiarized anyway, so let's forget about that. Let's just start over. I translated the screenplay for Hot Rod into Elvish and I used that as my resume.
I don't know, it's complicated, I know.
Okay, well, let me ask you this.
Whoa, man, slow down. You're asking some really personal questions here. I didn't think you were going to start throwing shit like this at me. What job did I have before that was similar to this one? That's what you're asking me? That's really what you're going to start off with?
If I were to talk to the people that know you the best, what would they say?
Trish called me a hooker. Josh would say, I'm needy.
Is that really what you want to be telling him? It seems like she's trying to treat the job interview very casually because she's already met this guy before, but it sounds like when they met, it was awkward as shit. If I didn't know any better, I would say that she's self-sabotaging here. I feel like she's just waiting for Josh to come sweep her off her feet and fly her around the world and fly into outer space and become a mega intergalactic billionaire with all the free time in the world.
Needy. Got it.
Excuse me, being like more kind of personal, but have you met his mother of his second child?
I have not.
So she's a mystery.
So then she starts asking him all these personal questions about Josh and Josh's ex-wife or ex-girlfriend. And it's crazy because this job was supposed to be a sure thing, basically. But I bet by this point, this guy has no interest in hiring her, but now he's in an awkward position because I'm sure he told Josh that he'd help her out. Anyway, now let's move on to the dinner party.
Well, I'd like to just really quickly make a toast.
Sure.
Hold on there, bozo. I'd like to quickly one-up your toast and do a monologue. Nobody's making toasts anymore. It's old school. Nobody cares about a toast. And I'm not just saying that because I've never gotten to experience the feeling of tapping a glass and silencing an entire room.
I will read for you in Russian language Shakespeare.
Yes, yeah.
Is it okay if I eat a shrimp while you're doing that or something? Look, I'm not saying that people shouldn't be allowed to stand up and recite Shakespeare. It's just the awkwardness of it, the fact that we already know what she's like as a person, and also the fact that it's in another language that nobody else in the room understands. In my opinion, she doesn't really have any chemistry with Josh or his friends. Everything always just feels weirdly tense and uncomfortable.
Мне страшно с тобой встречаться. Страшнее тебя не встречать.
I don't know where to look.
Я стал всему удивляться.
You can tell this guy's praying for this bizarre interaction to just end. And also, I don't know what the point of this is because it's not really acting, it's more of just a demonstration of being able to recite a line. I know she kind of took a moment to get into character or whatever, but then she just kind of spoke at a lower volume and a lot slower.
So we got this horror movie.
Do we? Do we
If you're
really?
interested, I would love for you to audition.
Really?
Now we're talking.
Are we? Are we talking? We're talking now? Now we're talking? Really? Anyway, we have reached the end of this video. Thank you so much everyone for watching. If you would like to see more bad acting besides Natalie's, don't forget to check out my Patreon. I just reviewed a bad movie over there. And when I say bad, I mean monstrously, horribly, astoundingly bad. But yeah, thanks again everyone for watching the video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope you all have a wonderful week. I'll see you next time.
Why would she call me that way?
Told you what?
She called me hooker, your mom. She did.
My mom didn't.